Hello there, farm game loving friends. Thank you for clicking. It's appreciated, and I hope you'll enjoy this video introduction of Garden Paws, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite ways to relax. It's too good not to share with the world in need of a very pretty virtual sandbox to play in. Character creation has just a bit of variation to it. You've got 10 awesome animal models to choose from, which you can get for your physical desk if you check out developer Bitten Toast's Etsy site. They 3D print these cute little fuzzballs. Cat, a fox, a dragon, this chipmunk squirrel looking thing, even a horse. There's just a sample of the skins, but there's many more that you'll find while hunting through the game, which can be modified or into a glittery version. There's a creative mode for constructing almost all in-game items directly from a menu, but to get the full experience, we're going to start in story mode, where there's a developing town on the island of Florence that's filled with NPCs for us to quest with. The game drops you in your grandparents' old home, and all it's got is a bed. But you can use it to sleep, which cycles you through days and refreshes your energy, which you'll need plenty of for planting, watering, chopping, mining, and picking up items. A 24-hour game in day breaks down to 18 minutes in real time, 30 days in each season, with 4 seasons in an in-game year. We get mail! And the first of our NPC friends is outside. I'm guessing that they have demands, like NPCs usually do. We're gonna run around, collect up some wood for the shop, and steal some eggs really quick because we got a shop to run. Well, while we do that, I've got a cute little soundbite from a video about entrepreneurship because we're starting our very own business.
Entrepreneurs exist in all walks of life and in all ages, races, and religions.
Yeah, it's all about attitude. Think creatively and you'll see the possibilities.
Hello and welcome to It's a Fact. I'm Marla.
And I'm Nicholas.
And this is our dog Eddie. Say hi, Eddie.
Today we're talking about entrepreneurship.
Wow, that's a really long word, Nicholas. 5 syllables, in fact. Entrepreneurship.
Yep, but it's very easy to understand. You see, entrepreneurs are creative business people who love the challenge of developing a new product or service. Sometimes it's risky because their idea may not have been done before, but mostly it's exciting because it's new.
Hey, Nicholas, you said creative business people. I know lots of children who are creative. They're always using their imagination to make up new games. Perhaps they will grow up to be entrepreneurs too.
You're feeling really dreary. Your mind is all a fog. Just reach inside and don your cap of turning gears and cogs. Your mental landscape brightens with your creative thoughts, where anything is possible and limits you have not. You are an amazing person. It's in your DNA. You are more capable than you may have known. Your ideas can have real sway. So you do a mental warm-up. Get your brain in tip-top shape. Don't take it all too seriously. Just remember lots of play. Allow your imagination to run away with you. Let your creativity flow. Investigate the strangest things. Have fun with it. You never know. Ideas can flourish and will bloom as they develop naturally because you have the perfect mix of innovation and ability. Don't forget to feed your brain with exactly what it needs. Whole grains, fruit and veg with lots of greens, and oils from fish, nuts and seeds. Your thinking cap is there for you. This fashion you can wear. Just put it on and brighten up and get your brain in gear. Wow, that was fun, Marla. I love being creative and imagining myself putting on a thinking cap.
I agree. But you know the real fun is in applying your creativity to really cool ideas. Our next guest, Nalia, does just that. She looks around her, spots an opportunity, and acts on it.
You'll see that Nalia encounters many challenges, but by thinking it through, she finds clever ways to overcome all her hurdles.
What's the key word here? Planning. Hi, my name is Nalia, and I want to tell you about how I started my business. I was having a great time swinging in our backyard under the mango tree. The ripe mangoes were falling all around me, and I realized that there was more fruit than my family could eat. Just then, my mom came out with glasses of fresh mango juice, and I got the idea to use the mangoes to sell delicious juice from a stall in front of our home. During the week, I worked on my business plan. My dad helped me to calculate the price I would charge for each cup of juice. Working out that cost involved much more than just the value of the ingredients. I also had to include a fee for my time and of course a markup so that my business could make a profit. I gathered together everything I needed: jugs, cups, ingredients, and icebox, and I made a paper sign to stick on the table. On Saturday morning, very early, I set up my stall under the shade of a large tree. I waited for a couple of hours, but nobody wanted to buy my juice. I sat down and thought it through. It was early morning. Nobody was thirsty, and people were leaving their home in a hurry to get to market. What if I sold my juice later on when people were returning, all hot, thirsty, and tired? I packed up and went inside. In the afternoon, I made quite a lot of sales, but still had juice remaining and lots of mangoes falling from the tree in our backyard. During the week, I thought about how I could increase my sales, and it dawned on me that my aunt lived next to a cricket ground. Surely there would be lots of hot and thirsty people there. So, with the permission of my parents, I made arrangements with my aunt. At the start of the Saturday cricket match, I set up my stall in front of her house, and boy was I busy. I could hardly keep up and had to ask my aunt to get extra ice. Back at my aunt's home on the following Saturday, I noticed that someone was selling sweet drinks very near to the spectators, and fewer people were coming over to my stall. I decided there and then that I would have to reinvest in my business and make changes for the following week. I would bottle my drinks, design a sign advertising the nutritional value of fresh mango juice, add a basket to my bicycle, and ask my cousin if he would help me distribute the juice. I knew that I would have to increase the price of the juice because of the bottles and the need to employ my cousin. When the following Saturday came, sales shot up. Advertising the nutritional benefits of fresh juice and distributing directly to the spectators showed me that my planning and reinvestment were a success. The real highlight was when the cricketers bought my juice at break time and congratulated me on making such a successful product. When I imagine my future, I can just picture myself having a large company manufacturing all types of tropical juice in branded cartons all over the world. I know I'll feel really proud because I feel very proud of myself already, and it's been loads of fun too.
Nalia had the confidence to explore her idea and did an excellent job of developing her business.
Very often, when children imagine what they want to be when they grow up, they think of what job they will do.
Do you mean like flying a plane or being a doctor?
Yes, exactly. But you know, it may be even more exciting to imagine what business you will own. We all have the ability to do more than we think we can. Write down or draw your ideas and then think carefully about what you can do to put your plan into action.
You may find that you are more creative and resourceful than you ever thought you were.
You may even discover that you are an entrepreneur.
Alright, now that we're done with the first day in the store, it's time to plant some crops. Notice your action bar down at the bottom? You were dropped into this world with a hoe and watering can in hand, so pick your favorite spot and select the number key with the hoe. In the menu is an option to snap everything to grid to help you keep the piles of soil in a uniform line, if that's something that's going to drive you batty. Developers, can we get cute bats in the game, please? Please? Once you've dug up some spots, select some seeds for the action bar, and standing close enough to the soil, it should pop up a cue to plant seed. Don't forget to water daily until plants have bloomed. Different seeds will have different rates of growth. Plants will be just fine when left alone until you're ready to harvest. I've gone ahead and put some footage back to back of what it would look like over several elapsed days so you can see what the farming process looks like. We're headed to town to meet the rest of the NPCs. They have a couple bonus items to help get you started, plus Frank needs to be busier. Along the way, notice 3 of the houses on the outskirts. Players can purchase these houses for anything from storage for a place for friends to make their own crash pad on multiplayer. Through the game's main quest line, you'll be helping the townsfolk further develop the town with additional shops and buildings along with upgrades for your own farm. These shops will give you access to new materials, decorations, character accessories, eventually daily deliveries of commodities for crafting like wood, stone, and coal. Dun 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 dun, the next day, you will have lots more mail and another guest. Abby's here for some daisies, and it's a convenient quick gold that we're going to need for our chicken coop. We're gonna fast forward through part of this day here right into some more important stuff. We'll swing by Frank and get that started, because thankfully in this video you won't have to wait until the next day, just gonna roll it right forward. There. A proper place for chickens on day 3. Since Mr. Jones was kind and sent us chicks with feed in the mail, let's just get them started growing now, since you'll have to feed each of them an in-game week to reach evolution chicken. You can also hang on to them as they drop eggs, feathers, or poop for fertilizer daily, or they can also be sold for a nice profit in the shop if you've got way too many. Throwing in a segment here really quick to show you basic tools you'll need for major crafting materials, which can be found in your player menu by hitting T. For now, just getting started, let's do a pickaxe, a regular axe, and a fishing pole. When equipped in the action bar, these tools can be used when standing in proximity to trees and rocks to basically explode them into things that you can build with. Progressing through silver and gold axes reduces the amount of energy and swings needed to harvest. They require wood for a wooden pole and stone for a stone block for each axe. The fishing pole takes a wooden pole and a rope to construct from 5 paper plants. Fishing requires bait. That can also be constructed from the player crafting menu using insects found from harvesting paper plants. As long as there's fishing bait in your inventory, you're good to go. Find yourself a nice spot on the water, click and hold for how far you want your cast to go. Some poles have shorter wait times to hook a fish. A silhouette for the catch will come up and you just hover in that direction and click to catch. The starter pole is good for finding small and regular fish with some occasional rubbish. If you're looking for bottles and soggy paper, the trash pole will find some in no time. The gold pole will regularly get you rare fish, jellyfish, or red and blue snappers, along with quite a few of these really nice bonus gift boxes. Lots of good stuff in them. Sparkling circles in the water mark spots where rare catches are guaranteed, so look for those. As we roll into day 4, there's a desperate need for more storage. You won't get your storage workbench until a few more steps into the quest line in town, but you can craft several storage options from your player menu, the small chest and small stone chests. There's some easily accessible trees around your home to construct the chest for 8 spots for wood. Let's go bug Frank after a successful day of retailing, because it's time to expand our little shop before the end of this video, at least show you a preview of your first in-game upgrades. This isn't a game I just started playing. Actually, it clocked an impressive amount of hours enjoying how much fun it can be, even though it's quite simple. Quite a great game for kids, as their only violence is pew pew with a wand to vanquish some weird rock creatures in an optional dungeon. It's got 100 levels that you can just keep cycling through for bonus loot and dungeon-specific items, including furniture sets. Whether in creative mode or accepting the challenge of farming all materials in a story, there's quite a few options for constructing elaborate buildings or pretty much anything a person can think of. There's been player shots on the Bitten Toast Discord that are filled with innovative ideas like Ferris wheels and cruise ships. Maybe you can already guess what we've been working on for all of our hours. Racetracks, of course, especially since developers were kind enough to provide us with a proper vehicle. I won't spoil this surprise, but only entice you to make it through Year 4 quests for some drifty fun. You're welcome at Laguna Paws Raceway anytime. What farming sandbox would be complete without a lot of animals that you can raise? Garden Paws has a variety beyond basic farm animals like cows and chickens, but also woodland, wild, and fantasy creatures too. Many of which drop daily items like fish or furs to help you get a start on building a low-effort residual gold stream. Animals can be put in the player accessory slot to either act as a pet or a mount, so that's also super convenient. You can fit together furniture to create room themes and create elaborate gardens using all the fruits and vegetables or flowers that you'll find in the wild. Changing seasons have their varieties of produce and colors and flora defined, which keeps it easy to find oneself sinking a few hours into how the game unfolds. This game lends towards encouraging players to prioritize tasks because all of the time allowance each day, but so many options to choose from, including seasonal events where playing games nets bonus items. Once a player finds comfortable routines, this game starts training spatial memory, as we have to remember where in the heckin' we put all those items for storage. A 2019 study on a similar sandbox crafting game, Minecraft, showed that testing the hippocampal memory through the use of a game over 2 weeks in 4 different groups. The participants were paired off into exploration of the game's maps or building structures using resources, some which could build with unlimited materials, while others were instructed to build ever-increasingly complex ideas. One group was given the task of both building and exploring at the same time. It was found that the walking groups, exploring in the games, were showing much more improvement to their hippocampus, while the building groups, set on a featureless map, were not. This shows how important exploration in games is, and the memorization of large landscapes may be to growing the brain. This hippocampal memory boost improves acceleration in learning and memory-dependent tasks. The same effects could be happening when playing Garden Paws or other games that allow for 3D exploration and complex building. Memorizing the map for locations or animals to feed or plants to farm can help boost your brain through exploration. There'll be a source cited below in the description. Let's roll through the day and check out what our shop upgrade looks like, because I've rambled on for long enough. You can find the game on Steam for PC and coming soon to Nintendo Switch. The developers are Bitten Toast Games, and the community is as cute as the game is over on Discord. Come share your creation screenshots. I'll be doing lots more Garden Paws videos on the channel, so if you're looking for some build ideas or instructions or neat tips, please subscribe. Maybe even check for live streams on Twitch. Racetrack and garage build coming shortly. Thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate your visit, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye-bye.